Hello guys, hi. Ow, my knees. This is a sketchbook tour, I guess. Cause I finished the sketchbook early this week. And I don't know how to do this. This is my son. I love him. He's here for moral support. He can stay here. Right here. Yep. Whoopee! So this is a sketchbook that I've been using since last year in January. Not January. To July. July last year. Anyway, stickers. I got most of them from a Korean Taizo, I think. Taizo. I don't know how you pronounce it. Yeah. And this is one of those photo booth stickers, not stickers. Photo booth photos, not stickers. These are just me and my friends that I made from a camp that I went to. Some D&D stickers because I like D&D. Wow. Yes. Stickers. Yes. Anyway, first page. Sad boy crash out. You're not seeing these by the way. I just drew some sad boys in here, and too sad. They were too sad for the world to see, so I taped it. And I started this sketchbook July, as I said, and finished it January 17th because I actually remember to date it. Next page, or several pages after, I did some Sharpie testings because we had a lot of Sharpies and I wanted to see if I could use them. Sweet. I was trying to find a specific color. Don't mind this. There's some little D&D doodles here. I love them. And I also got crayons. You don't see these after this page. I don't know what happened to those crayons. Crayons. Yes. Yay. If you know this meme or thing, that one that everyone makes, like, uses as a template and draws their characters over. I did that, but in my sketchbook because I couldn't be bothered to do it on my iPad. Anyway, this is a scene from a session that we had in D&D. He don't want to wake, bro. I take too long explaining things, so yeah. This is another scene from, I think, the very same session that we had. I never finished this because the brainworms left me right as I was like drawing this page. Yeah. Here are some little journal girlies that I have. There's Nephis, Ayla. I love them. Here are their journals. I actually have this pen in real life. Not sure where it went, but I do have it. And I also do have this notebook as well. But doesn't look quite like this, but it does. Here are some Amos drawings. I love him. He's just a guy, you know. Yeah. And then there's Nephis and Amos together. Amos is Nephis's uncle, but not biologically. Amos is Nephis's dad's best friend, which makes him a family friend, which makes him an uncle? I don't know, man. He just is. This is June. This guy, one of Nefis's friends. I love him. He's just a guy. Again, they're all little guys. Yeah, I love him. He's a blue tiefling, and yeah. Look at a silly face. Anyway, more drawings of Nefis's friends and Nefis. I don't really know what to do, not do, say. Anyway, this is Nefis's history of glasses. He has reading glasses. He doesn't use them too often. That's why I don't draw him with any. But yeah, he has reading glasses. This is him when he's like around 5, maybe 10. I can't remember, but he's a little baby. That is his uncle's glasses. And you can see here that, yeah. This is when he's like around 13, 14, I'm not really sure. And then this is when he's like around 20 years old, yeah. And this is also the page where I realized that Sharpies bleed through my pages. But it looks really pretty on this side. I love it. This is just a happy little family. D&D stuff. It's just Nefis and one of his friends. And their patron goddess that they share. Yippee! I love them so much. They're so silly. And then these are unfinished doodles of a little 2 separate comics that I tried drawing. Never finished it because I ran out of inspiration for them, and also they're too tiny. Like this one specifically are too tiny for me to draw actual details on them, and I got too scared to finish. I think this was when I got glitter pens, because glitter pens. I drew my D&D character, Nefis, and his party, because, well, what else was I supposed to draw, man? And I also drew Nefis and his family in here. So that's, these 2 are the parents, older brother, Nefis. I drew them on a bus. I don't know where I was going, but I was on a bus. Next page. Random doodle page. I got bored somewhere and I started doodling random things. Most of them are mine, except for like here and then this entire page. My friends from camp drew these. Yeah. This is me in bang bangy style. If you know, you know. Maybe. And then some song lyrics. I don't know the name of the song, but anyway, song lyrics. If you know, yes, please. And then these are not my drawings, they are my cousin's. One of my cousin's drawings. I think they were her OCs. I don't know their names, I forgot to ask. But they're really pretty, I love them. And then this is also when I discovered my brush pens again. Pretty fun. They don't really work anymore. They're kind of drying up. This is when I tried to draw Nefis's older brother, Aryan, in like his different little arcs of his story that I try to write. And I'm still trying to write. But I only got up to arc 1 because that's where I was up to. And also his hair. I love his hair. It's so nice to draw, I like it. And then there's Aryan again here. Little baby. With some colored mechanical pencil leads that I bought. They're fun, super fun. But I never use them again. I cut this little piece out so I can give it to my friend because I drew his character, his D&D character. Yes. This is a page full of the situationships that I have out of my OCs and my friends. And this is Samara, evil lady that is also really pretty. She died 8 times. I'm just gonna... Bye. I try to draw every little scar that I know is on Nephis because he has a lot of scars. And I drew Nephis if he were to draw himself. And these are the initials of him and his family. I wrote down their full name in red mechanical pencil. This is Thistle. A little deer boy, I think he was a deer. Yeah, he's a deer. He and Nephis were really close friends, as you can see. And I made them draw each other, because why not? Yeah. This is a little page of all of my, or most of my OCs. A few of them are my friends' OCs, or D&D characters. And I got new highlighters. So I did a little test of them. And I love. I found my glitter pens again after like having them in the bottom of a pencil case for like a few months. I try to draw little outfits for Nephis. They're cute, I love them. And then these two are the, what is it called? That one game. Night Vale, not Night Vale. Night Vale is a podcast, sorry. I don't remember, but yeah, it's you despite everything. It's still you thing because it's totally his character or something. Yes. He's just having a moment here. We love. Yeah. This is Valentine. She is another one of my OCs. She and Nephis do not exist in the same universe. She exists in a completely different world. Yeah. Yes. Anyway, thumbnails. I did sticky note thumbnails for a PowerPoint night that me and my friends had. It was about our most favorite ships, I think. Yes. This is Ivory. I didn't actually draw her for a while, so I drew her. I don't know why I didn't give her a face though, and I didn't give 15-year-old Amos a face either. My bad. These, they have lore significance, which I won't go into, but they're kind of connected in a way, Ivory and Reagan. Yeah. I am the original Star Walker. Deltarune. I remembered this one. Deltarune. One of my friends, they are very into Deltarune. And I drew it because Star Walker is funny. And this is River. Nephis' dad. He is guilty of many things. Yes. Anyway, we're moving on. Little guy. Oh, and this is my little design exploration of my Persona character, Solstice. Yeah. it still doesn't have any pronouns. I just go by it. I call it an it. Yeah. Anyway, I had a dilemma, I think that's what it's called, of wanting winged characters. Because I had none of them at the time I drew this. I was thinking of giving Solstice some. I'm not really sure if I did. Anyway. Character profiles. I love. Yes, I did a character profile of R.in and his stuff, yes. It's great. This is Rune. I drew them in a class. I drew them in class with my very vibrant highlighters. Yeah, they're just a little sad guy, a sad little, yeah. And then this is Atticus. He is R.in's stepbrother, and this is a thumbnail for like little thing that I drew so I can send to my friends whenever I'm drawing. But I only ended up sending it once and never again, and now it's just sitting in my phone. And yeah, I like it though. It's cute. I'll edit in a photo of it if I can. Yes. Anyway, little doodles from my friend. I love. They're so cute, and it brings me joy every time I see it. This is also one from them. Yes, I love more character profiles of characters in the same universe as R.in and Atticus. Yes, very good. This was when I wanted to make plushies of Nephis and my persona. And then I drew myself as a sad little plushie because I don't remember why, but I did. And then this is an unfinished plushie thing. Glitter pens again. I don't know what was going on here. I can't remember, but I did, and it's really pretty. And this is another random doodles page. Yeah. I love this. I don't know what was going on there. Yeah. This is another character exploration thing, but also that never actually ended up happening. I might get back into that at some point, maybe. Hello, baby. I love. This is Neo. Neo is the entity for spring. Like, they are the definition of spring, and also the one in charge of it. They are a god. I don't know. I call them entities in this world. They exist in Valentine's world. Yes. Yes. This is Suniva. Never finished him. He is the entity for summer. Anyway, here are some Nephises and also Cooper. Don't mind this one. He's just having a little moment here. He is just so. This is Sailor Jupiter Nephis. I got bored and I saw people putting their characters in Sailor Moon characters outfits, and Sailor Jupiter is green and so is Nephis. So I put him in a Sailor Jupiter outfit. This is Cooper. Me and my friends have a Minecraft world where we have a copper golem we named Cooper. And at some point we were talking about how, like, what he would do if there was nothing else, like nothing to sort. So one of my friends came up with the idea that Cooper just cries when there's nothing to sort, and that just gave me brain worms, I think. And then I drew it, and I even fully colored it because how how many brain wells were. It just gave me the feels, man. This is a little baby Nephis. He is about 15 in this one, I think. And this is also a 20-year-old Nephis, I think. But he doesn't act like that at all. Your Honor, I love him. This is very true. I do love him. He is my baby. My friend drew me the ranches from the hit the hit series, the Life series. Wahoo! It's peak, and I need to finish it. Yeah. This is D&D X. What is it? High School AU. I think I saw something on Pinterest where everyone was putting their OCs in a high school AU, sort of. And then I decided I wanted to do it because it would be funny. And also I got to draw more baby Nephis, because baby Nephis. I love him. And I also get ponytail error. Yes. And then there's a whole nother page of high school AU, because high school AU, it's peak. I gave them a logo, and I think it's peak. But I don't know how to design school logos, so I'm not sure how other people would feel about it. But I think it's peak, so yes. I think it's peak. And look at them. They're so little babies. I love them. And then this is Missy Nooks. This is Amos's cat. I need to practice drawing cats more, but yeah, this is Missy Nooks. I love her. She's just a cat. And then this is half a page of High School AU. I kind of glued this because I drew more very sad boys, and I didn't want people seeing them, so I glued it shut. Anyway, the brainworms got to me, so I drew a seating chart for a classroom, because I have free will. Anyway, this is the teacher. Olin the teacher. I love him so much. He's just a guy. Anyway, this is a page with a hole in it. One of my substitute teachers asked me to draw her something, so she could stick it on a poster for the year 12 students in her literature class. So I did, and I cut it out. And I didn't really want to take this page out because, I don't know, I kind of like it. So, yeah. And then I stuck some washi tape on it, did some highlighter stuff, and then squiggles. Yeah, it's nice. This is the Step Siblings. Wahoo! And then this is Nephis at a pool, because I think I recently started swimming around the time I drew this, and then I wanted to see how he'd be at a pool, like in a pool area. And yeah, he totally have a tube, because he can't swim, like at all. He never learned, you know. Anyway, Nephis' parents, I love them. They're peak. They're cool. I love them. And this is my OCs / D&D characters that are in an actor AU. I did a fan reference in here. If you know, you know. Etana Kitty! I love the kitty. This is Nephis's kitty, a little cat. I'm not going to explain anything else other than the fact that it's Nephis's cat and it has the name Etana. Anyway, this is Nephis in a hospital, in a psychiatric hospital, because he went into a dungeon, came out, thought it was 5 months since he went inside, but it's actually been 5 years, and everyone is convinced that he's crazy. So he got put in a psychiatric hospital. Anyway, but that's I drew him with more scars because I played 5 sessions of a speedrun campaign because I was helping my one of my friends test it out to see if it's good to play for real. Because I'm not going to be in the actual campaign. I'm moving overseas. Haha. This is the result of that campaign. He got more scars. Yeah. Yeah. Some washi tapes. I love. This is a little comic that I drew because I had so many feels after that campaign, but I can't even like show you what's underneath the spoilers because I know people are gonna watch this that I know of and that are in the campaign of the speedrun one that I was in. So you can't see that yet. Anyway, this is. I would like to say it's finished, but also I know deep inside that it's not actually. But I was really not feeling it, and I wanted to draw, but I wasn't very much well, I think. But I drew it. This is Etana, the Dragonborn, the kitty, which was still unnamed by this point in this thing. And Nephis, little baby Nephis. Kind of father figure, son kind of bond here. I love them, and they're great. Yeah. This is a little comic thing that I tried to make, almost finished, of the lore significance of why Nephis likes stargazing. But I never finished it because I didn't know how to draw the last 2 pages. These 2. So I ended up drawing little smiley faces on them instead with my metallic pens. This is fun, this is so fun. We were gonna have a ballroom episode in our D&D campaign. So I drew Nephis in 2 options of outfits because because he would wear a suit, but he would also be the type of guy who would wear a dress because he just is. Yeah, and then I drew some gay panic over here because yes. Anyway, I turned the page. This is Milo and Rowan. I love them very much. They were NPCs in a one-shot that I ran. It was a Among Us type one-shot, so I did kill them, sort of, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter at all. They're healthy and alive now. They're okay. Yeah. And then this is when I rediscovered my glitter pens again. This is Atticus again. I love him. He's a guy. And this is Ray. I have not drawn her in a really long time, so I decided to draw her. She is so nice. She's really pretty and I love her. These are a few designs of a few keychains that I wanted to make of our D&D party. This is the first 4, and then I drew other things because I needed to get more info about the other characters because I didn't really know what the others looked like. This is Enganador. He is a god that I made. Yeah. He is the most epically rage-baiting person ever. This is also Enganador, but in a different form. He has a lot of forms, different identities that shapeshifters. Speaking of shapeshifters, Reagan is also a shapeshifter, or known in D&D, a changeling. What can I say about you, Reagan? She is highly wanted in the world that she is in. She is an inter-realm traveler, which is very illegal. And being a shapeshifter, she can very easily get away from the police or the guard. I can't remember what I called them. Yes. And then this is just a silly goober that I drew because I was bored. And this is Elowen. Elowen, I love. She is one of River's sisters. She is the youngest sister, but also older than River. I love her. She's a baby, and I love her. Anyway, these are some doodles. I wanted to see what it would be like God. I wanted to see what it would be like if Nephis and his D&D party was mixed with Nephis's people from his lore. Yeah, I never actually ended up finishing them because I ran out of feels for them. So maybe next time. It's a really good concept and I like it. This is Solstice. I tried to draw Solstice with pen like that, the clicky rainbow pen. It only had 3 colors. I'm not used to drawing in pens, so I think I did pretty well for this one. This is Enganador again, but in highlighter, because I saw people doing it and I thought it was really pretty. So I did it. And I think it also did turn out really well. I like it, yes. Next page. Highlighter doodles again. I really like it, and yeah. It's this is Juniper, another D&D character that I made for a different campaign that I wanted to play her in, but we can't really play her until next year because reasons. Anyway, Noah, he is a random guy that I drew because I drew him from highlighter. This is Ray. I drew Ray. I love. And that's a drunk Nephis because he got drunk in a session that we played. And this is a little autobiocomic of me in school finding a headless Sonny Angel. Haha! The first ever Sonny Angel I've ever seen. It was great. I think it's still somewhere in my room. Anyway. This is a random page I stuck a lot of things into. Like this one, I made this for a business class. And I had too many left over, so I stuck one in there and used the rest as little photo cards. A roll of shark stamps. I think, yes, washi tape. And then some paint marker doodles, not doodles, testings, and I drew this with it, and yeah. And then this is my dying highlighters. Yeah, and a few stickers, I love. And then this is more of Solstice. Yay! I put glitter pen on the markers, on the paint markers. I'm not sure how well it shows up, but yes. This is again a OCX, or what is it? Actor AU? Yep. I think most of it is just June because I haven't drawn the guy for a really long time. So yeah. And I love. This is what I mean by photo cards. I have a few of these, and it's great. More washies, a little test, and designs for a few of the last keychains that I was making of the D&D group that we have. This is Ray, my baby. I finally figured out what she does for a living, and she is an ice skater. Whoopee! And this is her himbo coach that still does not have a name, but I love him. He's great. This is Milo. Whoopee! And his goggles. I love him. He's great. Yeah, I love him. And this is the last keychain design that I had to make. But I was kind of half asleep when I drew this, so I kind of fixed it up in my drawing program. It's great. These are a few of those photo cards that I have, but I drew some lavenders on them because I was trying to practice for, what is it? A birthday card. A few stickers, more of my dying highlighters, and a sick Nephis because Nephis got sick in that one shot that I'm running. Things ended tragically after that. I drew another Nephis. He's just there, you know. And then I drew a funky looking rose because why not? I love funky looking roses. This is also Nephis. I cut his hair again. From that ponytail era to this, whatever that is, to this. I love him. He is the definition of when in doubt and after every traumatic event, change thine hair. I'm not sure if thine is the right word, but anyway, let's move on. This is when he and Ari finally reunited, and I love it. They're just little guys. I love them. This is Nephis and his cousin. Yeah. This is River Fairchild, and if you know, I have another character called River. That is Nephis's dad. So basically, River and Arena are dead. Ah! River has 3 older sisters, and 2 of them decided to name their children, one of their children, after Nephis's parents. Yes, that's how to do it. Yes, but River and Nephis have beef. They are beefing. I don't remember why, but they are. I guess, yeah. And I drew this at like 1:30 in the morning. Don't know why. I was bored and I couldn't sleep. Christmas! It's Christmas! Yeah, I drew him in a Christmas pot as a Christmas tree because he's green. And also I was at a Christmas barbecue. It was great. I drew this entire thing at a Christmas barbecue. It wasn't much, but there was too many things to do, so yeah. I love ugly Christmas sweaters. I want one, but in Australia, it's too hot to be wearing a Christmas sweater because it's summer. Rah! Anyway, I got a, what is this? Candy cane from volleyball, and it was green. So I kind of joked that it was Nephis, and then I ate it. It was a green apple flavored one. It was great. I love green apple flavors. And this is from that one shot that I ran. They're in a little cell after they got killed, or killed, quote unquote. Yes, that's the word. They get put in a little cell, and Rowan and Nephis got put in one together because there weren't many places to be put in. And Nephis, being an elf, is not affected by sleep cells, so he's just there being very moody and sad. And this is my persona, Solstice, being silly because I wanted to draw sillies, because very sad and emotional things here. Yes. And also paint markers. Grass. I think I like it. Yes. More paint markers. The eyes. I drew Nephis's eyes because I wanted to draw eyes. And this is a little short comic of pre one shot where Milo and Rowan are just talking about the people that are assigned to be responsible for them. Like, do all the paperwork for them if they get hurt. Yes. Goober! I drew a little goober because goobers. I love goober. Yes. And then little packing stress because I was stressed about packing. And then Solstice! I gave it a last name. I gave it a last name before I gave it pronouns. Crazy. Anyway. And then I drew Nephis with the same colored pencils that I had when yeah. And then a cat. I wanted to practice drawing cats. Yeah. And then I tried to design an OC that I had in my mind, but it didn't really turn out very well. Probably because I tried to draw them too early on in my stages of thinking, so I'm letting them like marinate in my brain for a bit before I draw them again. These are a few stickers. I was gifted this, I think, and I made this one when I was like in year 7, maybe. Yeah. I also drew this when I was in like year 7 or 8. I can't remember, but I did. And I love her. What's her name? Yuri. Oh my god, Yuri! Anyway. Solstice, but baby. Wahoo! This is Moon. I found his design in one of my books, in one of my school books. I forgot to take a picture of him, but yes, I redesigned him because I love him. This is more Solstice. This is Solstice, Soul, and Hair. I gave them different names, so I can kind of differentiate between them, sort of, when I'm drawing and talking about them. Yeah. And then this is Nephis on a train going to go see his uncle. And I love... Yes. And then these are some Stitch stickers that I think I was gifted a really long time ago. And then I finally used them. And I drew head with them. This is Moon again. This was a little quote that I came up with a really long time ago when I made him as a character. Yeah. I love. Anyway. Another more random doodle page. I have like these few onigiri stickers, and I wanted to try drawing them as random people, and I like him. He's just there, you know, the white rice bowl. And this is a Hello Kitty pen that I tried. It was really heavy, like at the very end where the pom-pom was. And then this is Jax from the Amazing Digital Circus because he's a silly guy. I really like the show. Anyway, bowl. That bowl theory people do. I try to do it. Anyway, Juniper! She's just sad because I can't play her Well, I couldn't play her for 2 years because I made her early this year. Not early this year, sorry, early last year. And I can't play her until next year. And then I try to draw Nephis and the people in his current party, or not current party, his most recent party, and their first time meeting. But I kind of just stopped after this one because I'm not used to drawing faces in this angle. So I kind of got scared and I didn't finish it. But honestly, real. Sticker bomb. I found these 2-3 pretty things that I bought, like from a thing that I bought a really long time ago. And then I kind of just sticker bombed it. And then Little Sister starter pack. I drew little figures in the style that I draw hair because it's fun. But I'm not drawing the bigger body style because I did not think about a design for this part yet, so yeah. That's gotta wait. And then my little brother, my baby sister, my mom and my dad. Yes. And then this is Solstice, and I wanted to give it a little bit of lore because it's been sitting there without any lore, and I think I just want to give it a little bit of lore. So I made Moon, its best friend. Yes. And then I'm gonna blame Pinterest for like the next few pages, I think, because I saw this OC Fusion thing, and then it just gave me the brainworms. But I saw the thing, like the post, like a few minutes before I had to go to work. So I kind of had to sit for like 2.5 hours trying to just think about what the little guys would be like if I fused 2 characters together, that one of my own and one of my friends, because they are canonically dating and probably married. After work I just started drawing. This is Issa and Nox. They're twins. I love them. I couldn't just have one little fusion baby, so I made 2. I drew them as little babies when they spawn into the world, because they aren't birthed, they just spawn. And then the Yapper listener duo dynamic, yes, because they were totally, yes. Oh, this was when we finished our campaign. Big bad evil guy. Yes, this is just Nephis being very happy that they're all alive, that no one died. I had feels. This is just doodles. If you know that Chinese military dance meme or trend or something like that, Issa would totally be able to. Yes. And I wrote down their full names because I like giving my characters middle names. Yes, because they're fun. Anyway. Yeah. And I gave Nox a chainsword because he totally would. Yeah. There is no other reason other than he totally will. They totally would, you know. And then the twins X One Piece, because my sister watches One Piece and she wanted me to draw them as Luffy and Zoro. I mean, not them specifically, but like they have the colors, you know. And then this is me. I don't know why, but yeah. And then blue. Hi there, Nox. Nice seeing you here. Anyway, yeah. Fantasy AU. Although they are already fantasy. I wanted to do a OC-tober type thing, but in August for August. So I made them a different type of AU, like fantasy AU. I made them a cottage/fairy core AU. I love. And then this is me being sad that being sad and very sad because I don't like long flights, but that's what you do to get to places. I am in Vietnam. Whoopee! Like currently still. About to leave though. It was very great. Anyway, I got sick at some point and I got sad, so I drew it. And then my son! Wow! Anyway, this is the fantasy AU again, but with Nox, because the twins cannot be separated. Anyway, the cottage core, fairy core AU. I was thinking of doing a mushroom boy kind of thing for him, but I'm not sure how much I like it, so I kind of moved on to a deer sort of thing here. And I think I like this very much more. So I'm sticking with the deer. Yes. This is why I said I like this one. Yeah. Rowan! Not my OC. My friend's OC. My friend's D&D character. He's just a guy. I got him to give me all the details of him, and then I drew him in a cafe. Yeah, I was listening to the audio recording that my friend sent me of them playing D&D. These are a few moments from that. I think this is my favorite doodle though. And then this is a college/university AU because it was the next one on the list. And this time I did Nox first because I had more ideas of what he would be, like what kind of university he would be in. He would be a weapons and blacksmith and history major, as it says up here. And these are all the universities that or the cities that I know would have universities. Cities and towns, yeah. Oh, fun fact, Lindsberg, this thing right here, used to be called Lindsberg, right? I smushed together the name Lindsay and Burger together to make Lindsberg, but I didn't do my research before I inked it with gold ink pen. So yeah, apparently Lindsberg is an actual city thing in Germany. Yeah, so I had to change the name a bit. I made the I into a Y and then added a W because my sister helped me with this. Thank you, sister. Yes, so do your research, guys, before actually inking names. Anyway, this is a dorm banner because why not? And this is Issa and Nox drinking juice together because they can't see each other much anymore because they go to different universities. Yes, so Issa goes to a university in the Burning Isles University. She is a martial coaching major. This is her dorm banner, and yeah, I love her. And this is a little bit from the audio recording of the D&D podcast just for me, that my friend sent me. So DM is describing a cut that a certain someone made in the speedrun, in the speedrun test game. I wonder who could it be. I love him. And then that's it. Whoopee! I mean, not really, because this page, but this is where I finish, because yes, this is my baby cousin's drawing, my sister's drawing, and my baby sister's drawing, all on the last page. Yeah, and then a few stickers I love, and that's the end. Whoopee! Yeah, so that's the sketchbook, guys. I hope you guys liked it, and bye bye, I guess. Kaboom! Explodes. I don't know.